Getting to know Richmond, Virginia requires meeting the visionaries who shaped it. Today we're going to take a quick look at three icons who left a mark not just on this city, but on the nation. Let's meet these hotshots. I'm Greg Somerville, a real estate agent here in Richmond. History fascinates me. Not names and dates, but the in-depth stories of real people who worked, sweated, prayed, fought, and died for what they believed in. Richmond is full of those stories. Here are three that you need to know. John Marshall is widely considered the Supreme Court's greatest Chief Justice. Born in 1755 in a log cabin 50 miles from Richmond, Marshall's early life in the Virginia frontier shaped his rugged individualism and commitment to public service. His father was friends with George Washington. During the Revolutionary War, he served in the Continental Army and suffered with Washington through the bitter winter at Valley Forge. After the war, he studied law at the College of William and Mary. When he was admitted to the bar in 1780, Richmond had just replaced Williamsburg as the state capital of Virginia. Marshall launched his legal practice here and quickly gained prominence in the city's legal circles. He was a delegate to the 1788 Virginia Ratifying Convention, where he advocated for the adoption of the U.S. Constitution. In 1801, President John Adams appointed him Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. He served in that role for 34 years, overseeing landmark decisions like Marbury versus Madison. In 1807, he and the court presided over the treason trial of Aaron Burr, held here at the Richmond Federal Courthouse. That event solidified Richmond's status as a center for significant legal proceedings. The John Marshall House, where Marshall and his wife Mary lived, is now a National Historic Landmark. The city's court building and public high school are named for him. John Marshall's impact on Richmond and the United States cements his status as a foundational figure in early American history. Richmond's Jackson Ward neighborhood was known as Black Wall Street, and he got that reputation because of the trailblazing leadership of Maggie Walker. Walker was born in Richmond in 1864, less than a year before the end of the Civil War. Her early life was shaped by the challenges of Reconstruction and segregation. Walker attended the newly formed Richmond Public Schools. At age 14, she joined the Independent Order of St. Luke, which provided African Americans with access to education, healthcare, banking, and insurance. She rose through the ranks until she became its top leader in 1899, a role she held for over 30 years. In 1902, she launched the St. Luke Herald, a publication that eventually became Richmond's most popular black weekly newspaper. Her writings promoted self-reliance and racial pride, influencing the broader civil rights movement. In 1903, Walker chartered the St. Luke Penny Savings Bank, making her the first African-American woman to charter a bank in the U.S. She employed and trained women as bank tellers and clerks, challenging gender and racial norms. Her bank empowered Black Richmonders with financial independence, offering loans and saving opportunities. Despite health challenges, including paralysis later in life, Walker remained active, using a wheelchair to continue her work until her death in 1934. One of Richmond's premier public schools, the Maggie L. Walker Governor's School, honors her legacy, as does the Memorial Plaza, unveiled in 2017. Her home here in Jackson Ward, now a National Historic Site, draws many visitors to Richmond each year, where generations continue to be inspired by her vision and courage. Though he faced countless obstacles in a predominantly white sport, Arthur Ashe was the first black male tennis player to win a Grand Slam title. And the last monument standing here on Monument Avenue just happens to be his. Born in 1943, Ashe lacked the privileges that many elite tennis players have enjoyed. His mother died when he was only 6. His father was a caretaker at Brookfield Park, Richmond's largest blacks-only public playground. Arthur began playing tennis there as a boy. Others soon recognized and nurtured his talent. In 1960, when prevented from playing against white players and using the city's indoor courts, he accepted an offer to move to St. Louis, where he could compete more freely. That's when his career took off. He became the first African American to win the National Junior Indoor Tennis title, and he earned a scholarship to UCLA. In 1968, he won the US Open, then the Australian Open in 1970. And in 1975, he triumphed at Wimbledon, beating the overwhelming favorite and reigning champion, Jimmy Connors. After retiring from tennis, Ashe became a vocal advocate for civil rights and for underprivileged children in Richmond. His dignified activism and eloquence made him a respected figure, earning him the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1993. Richmond has honored its native son with this monument and a boulevard renamed in his honor. Not only is he a hometown hero, but his achievements redefine possibilities for African Americans nationwide, in sports and beyond. John Marshall, Maggie Walker, and Arthur Ashe, three remarkable individuals who helped put Richmond on the map. If you see their names on street signs or school buildings while driving around town, I trust you'll have a fresh sense of respect and gratitude for what they accomplished. Richmond's history is still being written, and there's plenty of room for others to move it forward. Maybe you're one of them. If you're thinking about a move to Richmond, my number's on the screen. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, may these Richmond hotshots inspire us all to great things.